Ladies and gentlefish, without further ado, I would like to welcome our very special guest, Dr. David Livingstone.
Hello, hello.
David, so nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here as well.
Well, you being the great explorer you were, I don't really know where to start. So, can you tell me what first sparked your interest in exploring the core of Africa?
Well, actually, Robert Moffat from the London Missionary Society had a fairly large influence on my decision in going to explore the vast environments of Africa. But also at the same time, Mr. Buxton made me want to put an end to the slave trade more and more every day. It really all branches back to my father, though, making me read and study missionary books.
Very well. The town you began your voyage in, Mbatsoa, correct?
Yep.
While staying in the village, a lion attacked, and you attempted to stop it from eating the livestock.
Yep, that's correct.
Why?
Well, if you think about it, I was preparing to be the first European to enter the core of Africa and see the core of Africa. And the first thing people would think of me is bravery. So I had to live up to that label and fend off the lion.
Very brave. Very brave. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere. More questionnaires when we get back.
Hey, everybody follow me. Now, up here to the left, we're going to see the falls, but stay calm. We can't go too close because we will disrupt the rare animals of Africa.
Welcome back, everybody. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is the great explorer and the great missionary, Dr. David Livingstone. Now, David, I just asked you about a lion attack in Mbatsoa. This arm injury actually ended up affecting your voyage, didn't it?
Very slightly, but yes. I couldn't support the barrel of a gun to defend myself from the predators of Africa.
That must have been very difficult. The locals of Cali, how do they treat you?
Well, they treated me greatly. They helped me by lending me a canoe and showing me up to the river. They influenced my expedition magnificently.
But David, before you met with these locals, when you set out on foot up the Zambezi River and first saw the mighty falls, what went through your head?
I mean, wow, it was beautiful. The thundering sounds and greenery on the banks were amazing. Although the falls were not seen by European eyes before, it must have been seen by angels in their flight because of how magnificent it was.
Sounds amazing. Why the name Victoria Falls?
Well, I decided I would name my discovery after my monarch, Queen Victoria.
That's very nice of you. We'll be right back to finish up this interview after this break. Back to you, David. About 11 years later, when you set to find the start of the River Nile, is it true you had no contact with the outside world for a little to over 4 years?
Yes, it is true. I had no communication whatsoever. We didn't have those devices you guys call iPhones nowadays.
Wow, that must have been terrible. Weren't you homesick?
I was, but really I just miss my family and friends.
Yep, I would too. Okay, well I think one of the bigger questions we've all been waiting for is, when Mr. Stanley came to find you and you first encountered him, were you angry that he disrupted your peace? Or how did your guys' relationship start off?
Well, when Mr. Stanley first saw me, he assured I was who I was, and then we just basically started talking. He asked me about what I had found and who I had met, and proceeded to tell me that I had to come back to Europe to let my findings be known. I disagreed immediately.
Why didn't you want to head back to Europe and tell everybody what you found and try to end the slave trade by commercializing Africa?
Well, really, Africa was just such a beautiful and wonderful place that I did not want to leave it at all. Right when I entered Africa, I realized it was my home.
Truly a magnificent story. Thank you so much for coming in, Dave, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks so much.